Welcome to the Talk with KLADZ podcast. Your host is Katie Ann, an island girl on a journey with her guests to learn about their backgrounds, businesses, passions, experiences, life lessons, and wins. Come and laugh, cheer, learn, and plan with us. My friend, take some time to come and talk with KLADZ.
Hello, world. Welcome to Talk with KLADZ. My name is Katie Ann, and I will be your host for today. Today's podcast is very special because we have three individuals that I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves to you and talk a little bit about their background, what they're doing right now, and how do they view the world of business and if it's something that they want to pursue. So everyone, welcome, 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 welcome. So I am going to start. My first guest, his name is Armani. Armani, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Armani. I like to play video games in my spare time, and I'm in high school.
All right. And how old are you, Armani?
15.
You hear that? 15 with that bass. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The next guest that we have, his name is Logan. Logan, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hello, my name is Logan, and at the moment I am in middle school.
Okay. And what are some things that you like to do, Logan?
I do like to play games on my phone as a pastime.
Okay. And our third guest, her name is D'Avion. D'Avion, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, D'Avion.
My name is D'Avion. I'm currently a university student at FSU. Go Noles. My pastime that I like, I would say making money. No, seriously. I do like to read comic books. That's my favorite pastime.
Okay, so D'Avion is your typical millennial where money probably is.
Good thing I'm not a millennial.
So what are you? Are you Gen Z?
Yes.
Oh, well, you see, this is a learning moment for me because I always thought you were a millennial. So what era are you, Logan? Are you Gen Z too?
Yes, I am a Gen Z.
Okay. So for everyone that you don't recognize the name, these are my children. And we are doing a special podcast because in the world of business, your family always comes first for most people. I don't know if that's the same for everyone, so I shouldn't even generalize. So I'm going to start with D'Avion because D'Avion just got accepted to Florida State University. So D'Avion, what made you apply to Florida State University?
Well, initially when I applied, I had a choices of schools. I chose Florida State when I was out of high school, but unfortunately I didn't get in. I really wanted to follow the steps of my aunt. She was one of my greatest inspirations. She really took care of me when I was young, along with my mom.
I was like, oh, am I an afterthought?
No, she was just someone I looked up to, along with my mom. Of course I looked up to my mom. But my aunt and my cousin also went there too, so I was like, well, where else would I go except FSU? And it's not too far away from home. That's basically, and they have really good programs. They're the top 20 in Florida, so I said, why not? Just shoot your shot, and I did.
Oh, well, congratulations, D'Avion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Armani, what are you currently pursuing in school right now? What are you doing in school? Like, what are your little subjects that you're doing right now? And I know that what are your what are some after school programs that you enjoy doing also?
Well, I'd say the classes since school just started. My classes I'm on right now are history, chemistry, algebra 2, regular ELA reading, weights as of working out.
Weights, that's actually a subject?
It's like PE, but instead of it being a half credit, it's a full credit, so I have weights the full year. So I work out every single day.
Oh my Jesus. 1 full year they have you doing weights at school?
Yes.
This is a different generation, different
he is an athlete too, so
right.
And after school, I play mostly basketball. Sometimes I go and train with the football players.
Oh, so Armani. So now that Diavian is off to college in a few days, the next person will be you, right? You have about 3 years before you're off to college. Have you decided or given thought to what you want to pursue and what colleges or universities that you want to look at?
I never really looked into like what colleges and stuff like that, but I tried anything in really the sports area because that's what I like to
Do
look into and like paying attention to. So anything towards the sport area.
Oh, that's very good. You have a natural knack for math, the math subject area. So I'm sure you can combine both with the statistics and also, just making your stepmom a lot of money. That's how I see it. So Logan, what subject areas, like what program are you in right now at school?
So the subjects that I'm taking right now is Civics Advanced, Science Advanced. I think it's Algebra 1 Honors. I also think I have team sports, which is PE.
Well, are you lifting weights? They're quite Armani and Logan are quite the opposite. I guarantee you don't want to be lifting weights.
No.
But
But
their courses are similar, though.
The courses are similar, but the sport part of it, I don't foresee Armani and Logan doing the same sports. Armani loves basketball. Logan likes to play games. So, career path. You see your sister going off to college. Have you thought about the college that you wanted to go off to? And
KLADZ Resources and Consulting values its customers. Our planner Footsteps to My Vision is a 13-month planner that can be used for 5 years. It walks you through SMART goals, SWOT analysis, action planning, and holds you accountable through 3 monthly check-ins. We work only with top quality materials, innovative designs, and verified suppliers, which are guaranteed to deliver to our high expectations because when it comes to our customer satisfaction, there's no room for compromise. Made with high-quality PU leather and paper planner helps you focus on achieving your goals by giving you a sense of personal and professional satisfaction. Some of the amazing features of this product: Vision Board Planner, luxury pen, 8GB USB flash drive, wireless mouse, ultra-elegant packaging box, available in 5 stunning colors: black, red, gold, pink, navy blue. Material: PU leather. 13-month planner. Elastic band for easy handling. Our Footsteps to My Vision is available at Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, our website, and at Walmart. You may also follow us at www.cladsresources.com, Instagram, KLADZ Resources, Facebook, www.facebook.com/KLADZ Resources/.
You're listening to Talk with KLADZ. Find more resources online at cladsresources.com. Now back to the show with your host, Katie Ann.
go.
So the college that I have been thinking about going to is I really want to aim high. So I think I'm going to go to, or at least try to, and hopefully make it, is to Harvard University.
Okay. And we do have some background noise because, as I said, I have my kids here. And so we're actually doing the podcast from home. So my listeners will hear little doggies pitter-patter along with the little one who has not been able to introduce himself. But this is about the older kids. So you said you wanted to go to Harvard. And is there a reason why you wanted to go to Harvard?
Because I heard that they had a paleontology program.
Okay.
And I do want to be a paleontologist when I grow up.
Okay. And what is drawing you, or what has been so attractive to you about paleontology?
Well, at a really young age, I would say I was really into fossils and dinosaurs. So after doing a bit of researching, I think that paleontology is the right job for me.
Okay. All right. So are you planning on working for a particular person, or are you trying to branch out and do your own and as a consultant doing paleontologist, if that is even possible?
I think I either want to work on my own or try and work at a museum.
Okay. That's actually a good idea. And Armani, as a sportscaster, do you have like I said sportscaster, but you want to do something in sports. So given the field, have you identified like a network or an organization that you want to work for?
I haven't really looked that deep into it like that.
Yeah.
Maybe over time maybe when I come to like a full final decision on what I want to work on, then I'll make a full decision on like where I want to work into, where the salary is gonna go to, where what college would be best to learn the most stuff from that. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's actually good. So Diavian, what will you be pursuing at Florida State University?
Initially, I was getting a 2-year degree at Palm Beach State, and I was doing prereqs for nursing until I started working in the healthcare field, which I recommend for anybody who wants to go into nursing or anybody who's going into any particular job. Shadow whoever first before you pick a major. That is one of my biggest regrets. But now I'm interested in going into social media marketing.
So what made you switch from nursing to social media?
Social media marketing. So I like marketing in particular. Nursing, I do like healthcare, but I don't like it for myself personally, but I do like the marketing aspects of outside things. So if I could be in healthcare and marketing, I probably would do that.
Okay. And I'm sure there's a niche for that.
Yeah, there's a niche for everything.
Okay. So for Logan, you are part of the IT program. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, so, well,
There's not much.
there's not a lot to talk about.
So recently, you guys have all been a part of the launch of KLADZ Resources and Consulting, which is an HR consulting firm. KLADZ was named after all the children and my niece daughter, Cameron, Logan, Armani, Diavian, and Zamaya. So what have been your thoughts seeing this process from its baby steps to now having the books out?
Honestly, I would.
Well, I hope you're being honest.
Well, I really like the work that you've done, especially since you worked super hard on it, and I'm just really proud of you.
Oh, thank you. So what do you think of the books themselves, Diavian?
I love the books. I actually ordered one for myself, and I plan on using it for fall. Actually, if anybody would like to know, I was the biggest seller of KLADZ.
Footsteps to My Vision.
Yes, I was the one who sold the most books. That's how much I love it. I recommend it for everybody. I just like how everything is so organized. I always believed in my mom. I always knew that she could do great things. So I wasn't surprised when the book was so incredible. But I really love it, and I recommend to anybody who wants it. So buy Footsteps, My Visions planners.
So what do you like about the books?
Well, like I said, I'm really into money. So I do like how there's a section where you can plan your expenses. And I also like the portions where you go into things like index funding, stocks, etc. Especially to someone who is just recently getting into it like I am. It really simplifies things, and it makes everything so much easier for me.
Okay. So Armani, what do you think about KLADZ and also seeing the launch of Pin Bounce, which you've been actively, a part of the launch of Pin Bounce?
Well, watching the whole thing of KLADZ was a very nice experience of watching how from picking out the material of the book from the colors that they'd be able to order.
Purchase, yeah.
Wrong word. And Pin Bounce, it's very it's really for the kids. Cause the kids love to have parties, so the bounce houses are really good for kids parties. It's pushing for more of the kid area, general area.
Okay. So us doing two businesses at once, right? What are your thoughts of, mom's is launching a business, dad's launching a business, or stepmom and stepdad are launching a business because we are a blended family? What are your thoughts about that part? anyone can take the question.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
What do you think of both mom and dad, or stepmom or stepdad, launching 2 different businesses? Actually 3, because we have a gift from Bella, which is our pet clothing, and also breeding from Bella. So what do you think about all 3 businesses being launched while having both of us having a day job?
Well, I thought it was a lot, but it's surprisingly going out well. You know what? Being involved, I'm not particularly involved in the pin bounce, but particularly Gift with Bella.
Yeah, you've been actually the biggest seller of a gift to Bella.
Gift with Bella, and the planners as well. The biggest seller. Are you guys noticing a trend?
You're definitely a marketer.
Yeah, but it's very interesting. Actually, seeing everything progress made me realize that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So it's actually very inspiring, especially if it shows that at any age you can start your own business. So don't let that deter you. You can be young, you can be not middle aged, but a little bit older than what people would say. You'd have to think, oh, I'm going to straight out of my 20s and I'm going to start a business. But no, you can do it later in life and you can still be successful. So I think overall it's all been very inspiring. And actually, I want to start my own business at some point and see how that goes. But yeah, I love it.
And I think you're quite the businesswoman, because you're into stocks. I see every time you get paid, you're buying stocks, or you're trying to invest. Where do you get that from?
Well, I do like money, so and I think I'm the typical millennial / Gen Z. The goal is to make a lot of money with not doing a lot of work. So I'm trying to hack it right now, and hopefully it will go out for the long run. I'm not gonna lie, I've lost some money and it's been a little bit hard, but you fall and then you get back up and then you just keep doing it again, and hopefully it all work out for me when I get older. So
Go with the flow.
yeah, go with the flow.
Well, you're at the right age for trying all these different things right now. So you'll definitely be able to hack it and hopefully retire me. So I'm going to turn the question over to Logan. What are your thoughts of seeing mom and dad take on so many different businesses while having a full-time job? Do you think there is any work-life balance?
What do you mean by work-life balance?
Being able to balance both while having time for themselves and the family.
Yeah, I think you guys have been doing that really well, because you guys have been doing work for a long time period, and you guys then come home. You guys do your own businesses, and then you guys
Do our own
you guys
stuff.
help with the family.
Yeah.
And
then-
spend some family time with your kids.
Okay. All right. So switching gears, like, what is your biggest fear, Diavion, going off to college?
My biggest, just college or life in general?
What a question.
What's your biggest fear? Because now you're not going to be with mom and stepdad anymore, or mom, you're just going to be by yourself out there in the world, navigating university life.
I think my biggest fear, and I think a lot of people my age could say this as well, my biggest fear is failing, because I'm afraid that I'll pick something and then I'll just end up 10 years later miserable. So that's my biggest fear. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And Armani, this is the second week of school, right? What was your biggest fear going back to school and starting a new year? Because the last year, for the most part, we were home, and then you guys transitioned back to school. Now you're fully back, no virtual. So what have been some of your fears going back to school?
One of my fears going back to school would be that since I did a lot of time online and barely in person, that like the feeling and of like the natural things of writing down and stuff like that, like the basic school things, I wasn't going to be as good as I was before at it.
Right.
And it's really about getting back into the same method of having to write stuff down, not being able to type everything out. That's the really big problem about it.
Oh, because before in virtual school, you were just typing.
I was able to type out notes, copy and paste. So now you gotta, actually write it out.
Or at least in college, you don't have to do that anymore.
He has some time. And what about you, Logan? What was now for the pandemic? You were home fully
Yes.
for 2020, and this is actually your first time transitioning into a new school, meeting your classmates, meeting your teachers. So, what was your fear going into middle school?
Well, I'm definitely going to say my biggest fear was COVID and how it could be possible to bring it back to our house and infect everybody here. But I would say my second biggest fear was probably making friends
Yes.
because I didn't know anybody there because, I was virtual for the whole time the past year. So transitioning back into fully in school, like in person, it was definitely a change. But I think I'll be able to get through it.
Okay, that's good. A very good answer. So, what based on your experience now, like what this is your biggest fear, but you're transitioning back. Not so much for Diavian as yet because you start next week, but Logan and Armani, like what is an advice that you'd share with someone that's like your age, off your age, or similar to age, and they have similar fears to you, like what you share. They share the same fears. I just mumbled my words. But what advice would you give them?
Stay confident and stay positive because I did end up making friends in the first week because, being confident in myself and then, just talking to people and making friends. That's what I did.
Okay, and Armani?
I would say a lot like just putting trust into yourself.
Okay.
To try and make the best from what it is. Either you're moving to a new school or you moved around you move halfway across the country to a new school. You just got to put the confidence into yourself to be able to talk to new people and get the new experience.
Very, 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 very good questions. So now, what would you say in just getting to know you?
Mm-hmm.
What is the biggest misconception that someone may have about you? And I'll start with Diavian.
The biggest misconception someone has of me?
About you.
That I'm lazy. That's the biggest misconception, I think. At least when it comes to schoolwork.
Okay. And why is that a misconception?
Because I'm not lazy and I get really good grades. I think because when I was in high school, yeah, those years weren't my best. But sometimes people just take longer to mature than others. Because I'm doing better than some of my cohorts. But,
That's life.
that's life. You just got to keep grinding.
Okay. And Armani, what would you say is the biggest misconception about you?
I think that a lot of times people look at me and think I'm mad about something.
You just have that angry look.
Yeah, a lot of times I get asked questions if I'm mad or something when I'm just
It's
chilling.
just your face.
Mm-hmm.
Being a black man in America.
And what about you, Logan? What would you say is a misconception about you?
Well, I think that a misconception about me would be that some people think I'm a little mean.
Why would they think that?
Nobody thinks you're
I don't really
mean.
know. Yeah, they do.
All right, put it in your mouth.
So, I don't really know why they think that, but it is.
A misconception?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a road that you have to explore if you're getting multiple people saying that, and just do some reflection in the mirror to make sure that's not the case, right? Because we want to treat others fairly. And I saw Diavian looking at you. So do people think that you're mean also, Diavian?
No, I've never gotten that before. I don't know what's going on with these two, but I've always been said I was a nice person. Yes, I've had that too. Maybe it's just my face.
Is this your facial? You just have that resting face?
Yeah, I've been told that before. I have a resting bee face.
Okay.
By my mom. I'm just kidding. She never said that.
Oh, I was like, why would you say that? So, who would you say? And I'm gonna ask this question, and then we can go around the room. Armani, who would you say is your hero so far?
Who's my hero?
Like your role model. Like who's someone that you look forward to? And you could have multiple.
I can't answer it.
You can have multiple. I said I'm gonna start with Armani. You want to take the question first?
Yeah.
Who would you say is your?
I definitely look up to my parents because they are really just my guidance and my my guidance, and they've really helped me through a lot.
You're only 12.
Yeah.
Like what?
You're acting like I haven't had any problems before.
Okay. All right.
Can we edit that part out?
I guess he has had a lot of problems. The rough life, Mr. Logan. Diavian, who would you say are who's your childhood hero?
You said I can have multiple?
You can have multiple.
I would say my mom, my aunt, and my grandma. My great grandma kind of sometimes she's a little bit iffy, but she's in the top 5.
She's in the top 5?
Yeah, my great grandma.
Yeah, she's been there all your life.
Yes. As I was growing up, my mom has been really consistent. I didn't really grow up with a father figure. She was my father figure. She's always been there for me. I've never felt left out, and I've never felt like I was missing a portion of myself because someone was always there to fill that role. Either it was my aunt, who was always there for every event, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. I remember when I was doing my first play, they were there in the audience. I never felt like I was missing a piece of myself because I always had someone else there with me.
Okay. And what about you, Armani?
The question is,
who is your role model?
my role model. I can see multiple people, right?
And you can be multiple people.
I would like to start with mainly the most I get the most pushed on from is my mom's side of the family. Because a lot of them are all my cousins and stuff, they play sports, and I'm like one of the biggest ones out of all of them. So they always push me to try and do better in sports and stuff like that whenever I see them.
So big up to mommy and family.
And then I like to say I liked paying attention to my dad, his work ethic. He has a very good work ethic.
He sure does. He definitely does.
And I like to pay attention to a lot of things, even with you. I like to see how you're always working. You're always going on business trips.
What? Stepmommy get apart?
That's funny.
You're always working hard for your family to try and do the best for everybody.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Aw, that was
That's so
sweet.
cute.
That's a heartfelt moment.
Wait, I didn't hear my name. Where's me?
So, what if you could change something about yourself, right? Would you? And if so, what would that be?
No.
Well, that was Logan with a quick no. Talking about confidence.
Yeah, I would. I procrastinate so much, and I feel like my life would be so much easier if I didn't procrastinate so much.
Agreed. All right. And what about you?
I'd say the only thing I could really would hope for the better of me, I probably have more energy, put more energy in the things that I probably should put more energy to.
Okay.
Same.
All right. So, what makes you laugh the most?
Myself. I'm very funny, and I'm great company to myself.
Yeah, man.
You can only be your own best friend. That's confidence there if you can enjoy your own company.
Oh my Lord, talk about confidence. All right.
I think we get it from you.
Yeah. Well. All right. What makes you laugh the most?
Laugh the most? Probably people falling. Most likely.
You take a deep look at your personality if that's funny.
So someone just walked past you, an old lady just walked past you, and she just
Oh yeah, I'm laughing.
But you're gonna help afterwards.
Yes, after I'm done laughing.
All right, and Logan.
What makes me laugh?
Yeah. What makes you laugh the most?
My friends.
And your sister?
All right. So if you could do,
Okay.
yeah, man, stop prompting Logan to answer your question. So if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would that be? Like if you have all these superpowers and you could choose to do anything for a day, what would that be?
Superpowers?
Yeah.
If we're talking about superpowers,
I want to have super genius strength where you can just memorize everything as soon as you look at it, so I wouldn't have to study so much.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
you want a power that helps you academically.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be academically. The Avian took the academic route.
No, like, can you imagine if you had the power to just look at something and remember it?
I think people do though. It's not a power; they have photogenic memory.
That's true. I take that
It's
back.
a gift.
Yeah,
It's a gift. Oh,
until they steal your
social security. Then that's a power on its own.
Still a gift.
So what would that be, Logan?
What power would I love to have? The power to fly.
To fly? Why?
Because I want to visit places.
You can do that on an airplane.
Yeah, but that costs money.
Okay, good one.
I'd rather do it for free.
Okay, all right. And what about you, Armani?
Probably teleportation
Oh, like transport yourself from.
from one area
Place
to
to
another place
place,
without having to.
teleporting.
Yeah, teleporting.
Okay.
You know what good superpower would be? To read, like, animals' minds. I always
to
want to know
animals.
what my dogs are thinking when they see me.
They're like, I want to put that collar on your neck.
You never know. Those animal whisperers,
They might be scamming.
Yeah.
they probably are, but I wouldn't be scamming if I had the power.
Okay.
I would.
So, with powers sometimes, when you're watching stuff and then you see the superhero that they get the power, they're always surprised by that they have this gift or power. So, do you like or dislike surprises? And if so, why or why not? Like, why? If you like the surprises, why? If you don't like it, why not?
I like surprises because I like a shock.
Okay.
Like a gift surprise, or
Any type of surprise, because life does hand you a lot of surprises.
I like the good ones. I like materialistic surprises. I like promotion like prizes. I like those type of prizes. But if it's like, oh, your mom's dead, surprise.
Well, I'm still alive.
No, but you said
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now, what was
Yeah,
this?
but
They
if
went all the
I
way
really
left.
like.
no. You said life gives you surprise. That's a
Let me
surprise.
take you off the insurance policy.
Oh my.
I'm on
Well
the insurance
then,
policy.
I kind of want to change my answer. I do not want any of those bad surprises. I'd rather stick with the good ones.
I just want good things in life.
Yeah, don't we all? What about you, Armani?
I mean, I'm gonna be equal. Life's full of ups and downs, so I'll just take whatever surprise.
So
It's not too bad of a surprise.
so you like surprises?
No, I hate them.
But life is a vehicle.
Oh, life is a vehicle, so you're just navigating it.
Yep.
Okay. So, what do you think about? Do you know what goals are?
Smart goals?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you know what a goal is?
You talking about?
Like
Yeah.
if you set a goal, do you know how to set a goal?
I think so.
Yeah. So, typically they like to say a goal is just a dream with a date on it. Right? You put a date on it, and then a SMART goal is when you set a goal, it has to be specific. Like, I want to buy a car, right? Like, what's your favorite car?
RX-7.
What?
It's a type of car. I forgot the main name of the car, but it's called an RX-7.
All right. So you want a car, right?
Yeah.
So when you're setting a SMART goal, it has to be specific. I want the whatever name of the maker, Mazda RX-7. So it's specific, right? Then it has to be measurable. Can you actually afford that car?
You
Right.
look into the price range
Right.
and where you make your money from to be able
Right.
to,
And it has to be attainable, right? Because now you're evaluating, okay, can I actually afford the car? You're doing all your research. So SMART is specific, measurable, attainable, realistically, and time specific. So or time bound. So you'd have to put a time as to when you want to attain that car by such and such year, whatever. So that's what a SMART goal is. So what goals? Like, what's your 6 months to a year for what's a goal that you have right now, like you're in school?
that I'm in school. My main goal is just to get all my credits and pass with a higher GPA than probably aim around for a 3.0 and higher
Yeah.
to keep it up. Cause I also play sports, so I gotta keep it.
Yeah. Okay. And then Diavian, what would you say is a goal that you have for this year?
I don't know about a year. Maybe give me like 2, 3.
You could have 6-month goals,
No,
3-month goals.
I think I want to buy a property, a small property, and I want to rent it out. That's the goal. I do think it's attainable if I work hard enough. I can see myself doing it in 2 years. I don't know about 6 months or a year, but I can see 2 years.
Okay. So
That's a nice goal.
yeah, then it's a realistic goal, right?
Yeah.
And what's a goal that you have while as young as you are? I've heard you say you want to go to Harvard. You've looked at the schools. You've actually had a scholarship already at the age of 12. So like, what's a goal that you have for this year or next year?
Well, overall, I guess my main goal right now is to get all A's in my classes because I do want to achieve that in each quarter.
That's your goal, to get an A in each quarter?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he's 12, so.
So what we've had our family vacations, right? Let's talk a little bit about fun. Like, where would you say is your favorite family vacation so far? It could be local or international.
Dubai. That was my favorite.
That wasn't a family vacation though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was because you, me, Antonika were family. So
I didn't go,
You were supposed to go to Canada.
but that got
happened.
canceled.
Yeah.
But if your family, Antonika's family, and Miss Joanne's family, so that was a family vacation.
All right. So Dubai is for you. Logan?
Which one was my favorite vacation?
Yeah.
I'll have to say Mexico. That was definitely my favorite so far
And why Mexico?
because it was really pretty, and I just really liked what we did there.
Okay. All right. And Armani, what was your favorite vacation?
I'd say Mexico.
Oh, you both like Mexico.
Nobody liked Hawaii?
I liked Hawaii, but we didn't get to do a lot of things.
No, I think Hawaii is just one of those places that you take it off your list.
I loved Hawaii.
The one
I want
you
to change
stated.
mine. I liked Hawaii.
You liked Hawaii?
That was my gold trip too.
Okay.
Well, we
So your go trip was to go to America.
No, but you don't count it as America if you really.
It
think
is
about
America though.
It's a territory.
No,
But
it's part of the 50 states.
Did that look like America? We drove.
Yes.
Yes,
It looked like-
it had
literally
McDonald's.
looked
It
like-
had.
We drove.
looked like
it,
America.
it was a 12-hour
But-
flight. They have
but-
a whole different culture. I don't.
okay, but
6 hours to LA.
Okay, but
It's
ignoring
a whole
that,
different culture. though.
Hawaii was really pretty. It's just that we didn't get to do a lot of things. We did go on a whole lot of tours, and like in one of those tours, we got to stop at a lot of places, but stuff because Hawaii is all about its water-related activities.
Yeah,
And
but
we
they also
didn't
have
get
a
to
lot
do
of
a lot of
shark
that because we can't swim.
We live in Florida. So.
Yeah, yeah. I think like to me, I'm from the island of Jamaica.
Polynesian culture is beautiful, though.
The culture was beautiful. The
just
food
didn't get
was
to see
was
enough.
was good. I just felt like it was Florida.
Logan.
All right, but to go on vacation, you need to make some money. So, you guys are all young. You're all young. You have your whole lives ahead of you, hopefully. What would you like to? Would you prefer working for someone or working for yourself, and why?
Am I struggling if I'm working for myself?
You know,
would-
they
That's
like
your
to.
choice.
They say it's you eat what you kill. That's how it happen. What happens? You can be as successful as how much you put the work in. So would you prefer to have that comfy 9 to 5, as people like to say, or would you like to work for yourself? And sometimes it may be very successful. Sometimes it may not. So, what would you say, Armani?
I think mainly the main focus is to probably to be able to work for myself, to be able to wake up whenever I want to and go to sleep whenever I want to. That's the main focus, to be able to get to that point of working.
For yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then for Logan, would you like to work for yourself or work for someone else?
I think I think working for yourself really is the goal, because of course when you work for yourself, you really do make the rules, and you can really decide when you do something rather than have somebody else decide it for you.
Okay. And Diavian, what are your thoughts on this?
Ideally, I would want to work for myself, but if I'm starting a team with a group of friends and we can co-own a business together, I wouldn't really mind.
Okay. So we have majority saying that they would rather work for themselves. So let me ask you this.
Wait, but before you continue on, Mommy, would you like to work for yourself?
She's doing both.
I'm doing both. I'm using my 9 to 5 to kind of finance my dreams. How about that? So I'm having the best of both worlds right now. But if money was no object, what would you do? What would you guys do all day?
Live on a beach, by the water, working 3 hours a day.
Working 3 hours a day doing what?
Working for myself.
Wait, so you're saying, what do you mean by if money wasn't an object?
If you had all the money in the world,
Well, then,
what would you do all day?
well, of course, I would love to get everything I want, which is like, a nice, cool house with, no, I really don't care about the car, but
Yeah.
a nice, cool house, get a pet, and I think I would like,
But
well, and it would get a little boring. But to take up time, I would go wherever I want to.
so you would travel.
I definitely travel. That'd
Okay.
probably be my main thing.
So Armani, if you had all the money in the world, what would you do?
All the money in the world.
Yeah.
Like billions.
Well, it's
Or
all
like
the
just
money.
All
Unlimited.
money in the world.
All the money in the world.
Trillions.
I mean, I honestly don't know what I would do. I think I'd just sleep and spend the money. I probably wouldn't even buy a big house. I would just buy an apartment room and just hide.
Why hide?
I wouldn't want to live a lavish life. I would live a secret life. Not a secret life, but like life in the shadow, but still the money.
That sounds
Wanna be a
like
detective?
definitely a typical teenage boy thing, to just hide away in your room and play video games. I mean, it's not bad. I would do the same thing.
If I had all the money in the world, I'd have a million businesses that still has make sure my money stays straight. I would definitely travel.
Generational wealth.
Yes, I believe in generational wealth. I would also, I think I would adopt a lot more children, but they have the nannies to go with them.
I'm like, you and children?
I like children.
Okay.
I like my own and those closely related to us, but I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna open a whole daycare. That's not for me, unless I have someone else working in it.
Wouldn't be me.
All
I
right.
want more puppies.
You want more puppies. So during this, our journey, we're starting a new business. We have Bella right now lying beside us. You have Cam in the background. What's one thing that what's one lesson right now that you've learned so far, as young as you are, and you think it has been a very valuable lesson to learn?
I would say from just watching a lot of adults and stuff like that is to always work hard and push for what you want.
Oh, that's a really good lesson. And the Avian.
Mine would be, it'd be advice / a lesson that I've learned from myself.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be to put yourself first before you put anyone else first. As bad as it sounds,
It does sound bad.
but hear me out. As someone at my age who's going off to school and just taking seriously what you have to do as a career, put what you want before you put what others want, because sometimes you get clouded in the things that, my parents may want this, or the people around me may want this. They think this is a good career, or they may think that's a good career. But at the end of the day, it's about what you think and what you want. It may be scary at first, but at the end of the day, it's not them that's living your life, it's you. So always put yourself first in that regards.
Okay. And what about you, Logan?
I was gonna say what Davin was going to say, but
To put yourself first?
yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, because I've been asking all the questions, and this is not our typical podcast, but I wanted the world just to kind of get to know you, or my listeners to get to know you, and see what's the driving force behind Talk with KLADZ. What's one question that I have not asked you tonight that you would like for me to have asked you? This is not a test. This is not a test. You can say any. Like, what's one question that you wish that I have asked you that I have not asked you as yet?
What's your backup plan? Always have a backup plan because your plans initially may not work out.
Yeah, and you know, in Jamaica, there's a saying that says, "Man a plan, God a wipe." And in fact, I remember my husband saying, "How you gonna have a plan? Are you always saying that?" I'm like, God says to have a plan now, and He will help you. But so, what is your backup plan?
My backup plan, nursing. As I said, do social media, but if already did the prerequisites, it's a stable job. That's my backup plan.
Okay, that's a good question. So, Armani, what's one question that I have not asked you that you would have liked for me to have asked you?
A question that you would like to ask me that I haven't asked me. I think mainly it'd be like, I'm just gonna give a basic answer. What's my favorite subject? Or my favorite thing I'm doing in school?
Yes. So what's your favorite thing to do in school?
Well, what I'm doing right now is might be my easiest class. Well, not easiest because it's not. Well,
Yeah.
it's easy, but not easy.
And just in case your teacher is listening.
Hopefully not. I'd say my.
I thought you were gonna say weights.
I was gonna say wait, but I
Say
didn't want to say I didn't want to go with the easy answer wait, but it definitely.
And then Logan, what's one question that I have not asked that you'd have liked for me to have asked to you?
Well, I really do think that you covered mostly everything. So I'm going to ask a basic question.
We're waiting.
Oh. What's
What's
my favorite?
Are you trying to steal Armani's?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to do subject. That's boring.
What? That is
But
not
this one is also pretty boring.
what?
What's my favorite season?
What's your favorite? So I should have asked you what's your favorite season?
Boy, bye.
I think mine was better on.
I think yours was the better one.
Well, you just asked me a question. What do I want you to ask me when I don't even know?
Okay, so then I covered everything. You're just trying to be extra.
No, you asked the question.
Logan,
so I
please.
thought it said
So I know one of the things that you and your dad have been is that you guys are going to have your own podcast, which touched a little bit on paleontology and about dinosaurs and getting to know dinosaurs. So tell us about the upcoming shows. Like, what's your plan for your podcast?
Well, our main plan is definitely to go alphabetically and by what their diet is.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with the letter A because we're going alphabetically, and we are going to be going herbivores first.
What?
Herbivores.
That starts with an A?
Herbivores.
Okay.
Isn't that an H?
Yes.
I thought you
You guys
said
don't know what herbivores are?
you said you're gonna start with an A, but then you said
Yeah,
herbivore.
I said A as in the type of dinosaur, like the letter, like
Okay.
Ankylosaurus.
Oh.
And then what they eat, like I said, diet, a herbivore. Do you know what that is?
No, please explain. You just lost me.
A herbivore
Someone
is
that
something
only
that
eats
eats
plants, right?
Yes.
Okay, so a herbivore. So okay,
Herbivore.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna stay in my lane.
Herbivore.
And I know dinosaurs ain't in it. So, Well, we're looking forward to that podcast and learning a little bit more about your dinosaur journey and, engaging that new audience. As Bella's like, what? Did you say Erna? They didn't say they go eat dog. They said they gonna eat plant, Bella. So, Armani, do you have any upcoming projects? Are you pushing Ping Bounce? Like what's going on? Like, what business ventures do you have down the line right now or coming up?
Down the line coming up right now. I say like as of my main focus, like right now, out of like everything else would be school. Make sure I get my school done.
Yeah.
But in my spare time, I'm probably working more on trying to get the business out there.
To try to get the Pin Bounce out there.
Yeah, to like
You could
little
also
kids.
do streaming too. That would be cool.
Yeah, but the business that he has going now is Pin Bounce, and then he could probably stream. Yeah, that's actually a
Twitch.
good idea because I saw that on YouTube.
Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, and what projects do you have coming down the pipeline? Yeah, you're young. You guys are all young, but you all have projects that are coming up.
Yes, my project is I'm dropping my merch. Among Us 20
merch. Oh yeah.
Among Us 2022. That's me. Hopefully it'll help me buy some Bitcoin. Bitcoin 99999 million. Okay, that's gonna be me. I swear it.
I
I
feel
heard it
like
from me.
yeah, you're all about the money. All about the money.
I know. I'm all about financial freedom. That's what I'm about.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk with KLADZ and having the audience get to know you. So where can, before we go, where can anyone find you on social media if you want to share your social media? And please, no strange connections. Actually, not to Logan.
Well, if I really do want to say where you can really find something on social media, I do recommend going on TikTok and searching up KLADZ Resources. That is KLADZ Resources.
And Logan is one of our social media representatives for KLADZ, so he does a lot of content creation. And Diavion, where can anyone find you?
I only have spam accounts, so I don't think it would be appropriate for me to recommend my account. However, I am KLADZ Associates social media marketing. So you can find me at KLADZ on IG. That's KLADZ on IG.
KLADZ Resources?
Yes, KLADZ Resources on IG. That's where you can find me, and that's the only place you can find me if you want it to be appropriate. Thank you.
Okay. And also, Armani, where can our listeners connect with you?
Nowhere.
They're all underage, so nowhere for real.
All right, yes. With the exception of Diavian, if you want to connect and kind of join us on our journey, you can find us on KLADZ Resources or on Pin Bounce as we push or event planning. Also, we have a gift from Bella coming. So we have a few things coming in when Logan drops his podcast, which is the Dinosaur Edition or Dinosaur 2.10 with the Carnivorous.
Not the Carnivorous.
Honestly, though, but if you guys are interested, I am the co-owner of A Gift with Bella.
A gift from Bella.
Don't try to reach out to KDN. Reach out to Diavion. I will be the main seller.
Well, where can they reach out to you?
Via Instagram DMs only. I'm the one who's checking them because I'm the one who's selling them. So that's where you can reach out to me if you're interested in purebred Shih Tzus or any others. I connect all dogs to you. If
With
you're
lovely owners, with nice families, because we do a stringent background checks for any animals that we place.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and thank you for taking some time to talk with KLADZ. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at KLADZ Resources and online at www.kladzresources.com. Our planner, Footsteps to My Vision, is also located on our website or on Facebook, Instagram, or Amazon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, keep creating your footpath to your vision.